What's up guys, it's Alex with Crazy Table Gaming here, and today I have my Mermail profile for you. I'm really enjoying this deck. I think it's a whole lot of fun and I'm excited to go into April with it, but let's just get straight into the deck profile. So first we play 3 Megalo. I really like Megalo at 3. He discards 2 water monsters, special summons himself from the hand, and you can add an Abyss spell or trap from deck to hand. And then you can also use his other effect to tribute another water monster on the field to attack twice and get your other water monster's effects. I think he's a really good extender and starter. He's one of my favorite Mermails in the deck. And then for my favorite Mermail in the deck, we have 3 Abystius. Abystius, just discard 1 from hand, special Abystius, and then you can add a Mermail monster that's 4 or lower from deck to hand. He's a really good starter. I think he is my favorite starter. I love him. So let's move those up here. And then for the other Mermails we play, I play 1 Mermail Abyss Neri. She's like a water honest and she gets other water effects off. I like her at 1. I wouldn't play her at more than that. And then the next one we play is 1 Dine. Dine's okay. If I were to cut any of the Mermails, it would be her. She's kind of useful. If she's destroyed on field, you can special summon a Mermail from the deck except for herself. She's fine. And then we play 1 Gun and 1 Dine. Dine has the effect where if it's added from deck or graveyard to hand by a card effect, you can special summon this. And then you can target a level 3 or lower Mermail in the graveyard and special summon that target. Usually I'm going with Gund or Lind, but 90% of the time I'm grabbing Gund. I like this as a small extender and to get link plays off or synchro plays. She's okay. I wouldn't run more than 1 of her or of Gund. They kind of clog the hand too much and they're both searchable off of Abystius and off of the Mermail link. So just 1 and 1. And then I will play 1 Manor because it's also searchable and it helps you get into rank 9 plays. It's okay at 1. I would never run more than 1. It's very cloggy. It doesn't do anything else. It's just in graveyard, banish it, increase levels. So 1 is more than enough. And then I play, for the last of the Mermails, 2 Spike. I think Spike's fine. He's a good normal summon or special summon. You discard 1 water monster to get the water monster's effects off, and then you add a level 3 or lower water monster from deck to hand, which Dine is a good one to go into because then you can just special out something else or use it as a synchro or a link play. I like it. I like this at 2, the rest of these at 1, and then the Abystius and Megalo both at 3. And then for our Atlanteans, I play 3 Atlantean Prince. This is really good starter if you don't see Deva first. You can still normal this and get your plays going, and because you activate her effect and send our next one, the 3 Dragoons, added Dragoons, and you're pretty much set from there as long as you have something else in hand, and you will most of the time. The Dragoons I would never cut down. I'm so happy it's back to 3. And also with the Neptibus, there's nothing else really that does its effect or could replace it, so 3 and 3. And then I play 2 Heavy Infantry. I know a lot of people don't like playing 2, a lot of people run 1, but I like having 2, and I also like having 2 Marksmen as well, because sometimes I want to see it again later game after using it for the first time, so I do run 2 and 2 for those. And that's the last of the Atlanteans. So next we play 2 Deva. Now that she is off of the limited list and we can have 2 of her, I play 2. I like seeing her. I would play a 3rd one if I could. I love Deva. She is your real starter. If you can summon her first turn and then get your Neptibus, you're pretty much golden from there. You can get into all your synchro or your link plays with her. She is great. And then for the rest of our non-Mermail or Atlantean cards, I play 1 Lapis Dragon. You can search it off Dragoons and add it to hand, or if you draw into it, you just reveal it, and then it specials itself. And it's a level 6 tuner. Or you can just use it for your link plays. It depends on my hand and what's on the field. I might link off with it, or I might go into a synchro. And then our honorary Mermail, Moo and Glacia. I still like 1 of it. I think it's still really good. You can kind of loop it. There's ways you can hand loop it so that you can get rid of your opponent's entire hand before they even get to play. I think Moon Glacier is a great card. I don't know if I'd always run into one. Some depends on the meta. Right now I'm trying it out. We'll see how it works, but so far I'm really enjoying it. And then for our last 3 monsters, just 3 Gamma Seal for more water targets and problem card solutions. Just tribute whatever you can't get over, give it the Gamma Seal, and then smack down Gamma Seal with any of your other monsters. I like it at 3. Don't know if I'd cut it back down to 2. I just recently bumped it up to 3, but I'm really enjoying it at 3. And then for our spells, 1 Abyss Scale Mizuchi, equal to Mermail, gains 800 attack, and you can negate a spell by sending it to the graveyard. I just run 1. It's surfable off of Megalo, so you're gonna see it pretty often. So just the 1 is fine. And then I play 1 Pot of Avarice. You can dump 5 monsters into the graveyard stupid easy. So it's just a free Pot of Greed and putting back resources that you need if you need to grind. And then I play 2 Salvage. You have plenty of targets for it. Not dead very often. And it's just a good card to get some of your extenders and playmakers back. So I like running 2. And then 1 Upstart Goblin and 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is fine. If I was going to cut any of the spells, it would be that. And then these 3, I know it says Desires. They should be Mermaids Agreed, but the vendor I bought it from sent me baseball cards instead by mistake, so I didn't have them for when I was filming this video, but these should be 3 Mermaids Agreed. I've tried playing with Pot of Desires and it just kind of sucks. You have a decent amount of 1-ofs that you really don't want to banish, and I don't like Desires in this deck. I'd rather have the Mermaids Agreed. Mermaid Agreed fixes problem hands. It's just better in my opinion than Desires in this deck, so these would be Mermaid Agreeds. And then for the 40th card, I do play 1 Abyss Sphere. Just special summons a Mermail from the deck, effects are negated, drop it on your opponent's end phase, and you have a free monster on board. I like it. Usually you'll just Ixies off with it, or link off with it. It's just an easy 1-of monster. Right now for links, I am playing 2 Abyssalacia. Just need 2 of any of the monsters in your deck, and you can bring her out. She's a quick effect during your opponent's turn to send a monster to grave, so you're getting your monsters off and you're adding 1 to hand, and then if she dies you can bring another monster back while also sending a monster from deck to grave to get more effects off. I think she's really good. I like her at 2. I think 2 is enough because we're trying to OTK with this deck anyway, so I really did very rarely will I ever need 3. And then for the last link I play 1 with Starboy. It's okay. Usually I'll just go into Lacia, but sometimes all my monsters gaining 500 attack and defense is nice, and against the Salamangreat matchup I like it, but 90% of the time I'm going into her instead. And then for our Ixies, I play the 1 Bahamut Shark, 1 Toad. I would play 2 and 2 if I had them, but I don't have a second Toad at the moment. I still like this though. I don't go into Toad as much as I thought I would, since I'm going second. I'm trying to OTK anyways. Sometimes I'll go into Toad first, so I know I have a negate on board to get through my combo, but most of the time it's not 100% necessary. Maybe if I was playing a more control version, I would put in the second, but right now I feel like the 1 Toad, 1 Bahamut is fine. Plus Toad can just recur itself, you can make it again. And then for our 7s, I play 1 Draco Sack still, 1 Full Metal, 1 Big Eye, and 1 Abyss Gaius. I would replace the Big Eye with an Appaloosa if I had it, but it's okay. Against Rogue, this is 100% fine. It's hard to get over. And then the Draco Sack's still a decent popper for stuff on field. And sometimes I like ending my board on a Red Eyes Flare Metal. And sometimes Flare Metal and him, it's pretty much enough to stop him for the turn. And then for our Synchro, or for our last Ixies, I play 1 True King of All Calamities because we can hard make him in this deck, and he's just a shutout card. He is so good, and he is so good for getting our OTKs the following turn. If we are forced to go first, this is usually what I'm trying to end my board on. This and a Toad. Usually if I'm forced to go first, my end board will end on something like this. I really like these 3. You get 1 negate for spells and traps, and then a all-encompassing monster negate. It's awesome. I like ending on these two a lot. And then her to get more effects off. And then for our synchro plays, I play the one Tatsunoko. It's just a really good extender. I like one still. One Coral Dragon, one White Aura, one Crystal Wing, and one Trish. I know this is kind of reminiscent of the older Mermail builds from like 2016, but I still really like these synchros. This one I love having in the deck now. I'm so happy this got printed. This is great, and it just brings itself back. This one's awesome. I really like this. Trish is still a really good card, and Crystal Wing's still not a bad thing to end on turn 1, so I still like having it. Alright guys, that is it for this deck profile. I hope you like it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you next time.